Hi, folks. I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Because we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
Today we're going to talk about the top 7 ways to treat leg cramps, muscle cramps, Charley horses, muscle spasms. What else could it be called?
Well, you covered a good part of them, Bob.
Now, actually, some of these things might help with restless leg syndrome, too, at least the symptoms of it. But I won't guarantee, but these are things you could try.
Sure. Okay.
So if, by the way, you are new to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos on how to stay healthy, fit, pain-free, and we upload every day. Also, we got something really exciting going on right now. If you go over to the Facebook and you like Bob and Brad here, look for our top post. It's pinned to the top of the page. We're giving away a mattress. Ooh.
And we're talking about deluxe mattress.
Yeah,
this is over $1,000 if you're going to buy it. At
this is our favorite mattress by Sleep Ovation, all you have to do is like that post and comment on that post, and you're in the contest.
There you go.
As simple as that. So, all right. These are, I didn't realize that, Brad, but these nighttime cramps are very, very common.
Sure.
They're seen in a lot of people, and they're very disturbing because they can, break up your sleep, and people have trouble getting back to sleep.
You've had them, haven't you?
I've had them, not on a regular basis by any means, but enough that they can,
When I know
what it's all about.
Right. When I was running a lot one time, I used to get calf cramps in the middle of the night, and they hurt so much. Just thinking about it can get you, some anxiety.
I mean, it gets to the point where I worry that's going to tear the muscle. It's cramping up so hard.
Well, yeah, I don't know if it could, but it feels like it is.
So let's go over the steps here, Brad. Number 1 is you want to make sure you get assessed by a doctor because there's a lot of things that could be causing this that could be easily remedied.
Sure.
So it might be, your medications, the statins or the diuretics, the high blood pressure medications.
Sure.
Could certainly cause it. If you have a potassium, magnesium, calcium, or sodium deficiency.
Sure. Some electrolytes.
Some electrolytes. That could be a cause. If you're dehydrated.
Sure.
It could be hypothyroidism, diabetes, and unfortunately, this is one you can't do anything about. But if you're pregnant, and especially in your 3rd trimester. That seems to be or 2nd trimester and beyond, these things tend to start cropping up.
Right.
So I guess there's nothing you can do about that once it happens.
Right.
So.
I mean, we can't speak about that
right.
except for our spouselings. But anyways.
All right, next one. I would say, I haven't seen anybody mention this, but I've been taking these tablets, and they're electrolyte tablets. They're called NUN. I don't know if that's how they're pronounced, or Noon, N-U-U-N. And these guys provide the exact thing that you would have a deficiency for cramps. It gives you potassium, magnesium, calcium, sodium. It actually throws a little vitamin C in there, and it's got riboflavin, whatever that is.
And they're across the counter. They're
over the counter. Yep. I use these because I tend to sweat a lot. I work out, especially during the summer. I'll go run in the morning, then I'll go golf for like 6 hours, and I just get depleted. I'm like wiped out. I even got dizzy one time, and I take these, and it just boosts me right up. So you take a tablet. I was going to have you try it right now, Brad.
Yeah. Well, we both have a cup of Noon.
Yeah. So we put it in there. It fizzles, and it actually, I like it, but you don't like it as much, do you?
Well, if it helped me with my cramps, I'd be more than happy to drink it. It doesn't make me want to spew or anything, but it's not my favorite drink.
Now, the thing about this is it comes in 6 different flavors. This is the lemon lime, I believe. Yeah, lemon lime, which one I like it. But apparently some of the new formulations, that's what got the negative reviews.
Oh.
I mean, everybody seems to think it works, but some people are like, oh my God, that new taste is awful. So you're going to want to find one that you can stomach. And
so enjoy it or at least tolerate it.
Yeah. All right, so next one is what we mentioned before already is the dehydration. You got to make sure you're drinking plenty of water.
Sure.
As you start getting older, that sense that you're thirsty starts going away. I mean, it's just one of those things about getting older. You don't feel like you're thirsty, but yet you are. I mean, your body needs the water. So.
Right. My brother works in the ER. He has for at least 20 years, and he says, not most. He says, all older people that come in are dehydrated.
Yeah.
That's always a symptom.
We see it. We work in skilled nursing facilities, nursing homes, and I mean, how often do we see that? Someone gets dehydrated, and a lot of times, the other thing we see is the low electrolytes.
Sure.
A lot. They get hospitalized for it. Next thing is you want to try is maybe do a little bit of stretching of the calf before you go to bed. And
you
Brad's
better
gonna
believe
show
it.
how to do that. You want to show it on here, Brad?
You want me to show? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. So this is a nice way to do it in a seated position. You can take, you can take a towel or a belt. I've got the
Stretch out
stretch out strap because it's handy. It goes around there. And if you happen to have poor, grip strength or you have arthritis in your hands, you put your hands through like that, and you really don't even need your fingers. It just pulls, and then you can see I'm getting a nice stretch there like that. And it feels good, and you may want to do this before I've had people do this before they go to bed if they
Absolutely,
have
that's what I'm
cramps.
recommending, and see if this helps. You're going to do an experiment. You're going to figure out which things work and which things don't work, and that's what you want to give it a try.
Yeah, you can do stretch on, stretch off 5 or 10 times, or you can hold it for 20 to 30 seconds and do that on each leg at least 2 or 3 times.
The other one kind of falls along in the same line here is you can actually do a stationary bike before you go to bed. We're going to mention our knee glide. You can actually, this is the reason I like this is because you can actually, while you're sitting and watching TV, you can just get the knee glide and you can get some movement right before you go to bed.
Yep.
And hopefully this will help. I don't know if you'd have to do one leg then the other leg, but what does this weigh, Brad?
What, less than 3 pounds.
Yeah, so I mean, you can put it wherever you're at. It's just an easy way to get some motion.
Yeah, it's great for the ankle and the knee joint, especially the knee. You get some range of motion in there if you happen to have some arthritis. But
do it one night, see do you have cramps that night, or do it a week and see if it actually decreases the amount of cramping you're having that week. And I think it's well worth it if it works.
Right,
So,
yes it is.
The other one is Thermotex, which we've recommended, infrared heat. I don't know if I'd recommend getting one of these just for this, but I mean, especially if you're having aches and pains everywhere.
Right.
This infrared is deep heat. Regular heat, you may not know this, only goes a couple millimeters. This actually goes 60 millimeters, which is
2.36 inches according to the studies they've done on these.
so it's going to be a deep form of heat. So if you can, get your calves on there again while you're watching your reruns of I Love Lucy or something, I don't know. You can go ahead and put this underneath there and.
I like gun smoke.
There we go, gun smoke.
Yeah, and this is very, especially if you got a recliner that comes up, you can put it in there and you're just going to be very comfortable with this.
Brad and I use this on our back or upper for knots and back pain. And we just put it, we lay on it, or we sit on it at night, and that's our little treat as we're.
Well, I don't really sit on it.
No, you lay on it, or
put
lean
it
against
behind my back. They get it.
Yeah, as you get older, these are the things you look forward to in life. That's how sad our lives have become.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
the next one is actually this is a formulation that actually was made for muscle cramps.
okay.
So I have no idea if it works. I can tell you that it's TheraWorks Relief. I've heard of it before. Hadn't you heard of it before, Brad?
No, I'm afraid not, Bob. But there's a lot of things I haven't heard of. I don't get out
TheraWorks
much.
Relief. I remember hearing it on commercials, but and when I looked on Amazon, it had 1,300 reviews, 4.3 stars, so pretty good. It must be working for some people. I want to make sure it's not a placebo effect, but what you do is you just basically take it and I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate, Brad.
You've always got to show those legs off.
So you pump, you shake it first,
Get it mixed up.
and then you pump, and then you rub it in, and they say maybe even go up into the hamstring and everything if you need to,
Yep.
and into the feet if you
Yeah.
need to. Oh, I got some on my pants.
It doesn't stain either.
Is that what it says?
No, but I'm just thinking. I'm hoping it doesn't.
Yeah.
For your sake.
Otherwise, I'm in trouble. Actually, that was probably enough, 2 pumps. But sometimes they say 2 more.
Yeah.
Let it dry before you get in under the sheets.
Sure.
And you want to see if it works. I don't know. I mean, I haven't tried it on any patients. I don't know if it works. Obviously, it worked for a lot of people. You can get that on Amazon too.
Right. How many reviews?
1,300.
Wow, that's quite a few.
So it's a lot. I mean, there's been a lot of people using this.
It's been around.
And obviously, it doesn't work for everyone, but it was working for some that they thought they got good relief. And like I said, even restless leg syndrome.
Sure.
It said. So I put it on. I don't feel much. I know it's got magnesium in it. So, if you're a little bit low on magnesium, I'm sure it penetrates the skin and it gives you a little bit of that. Colloidal silver, citrus, grapefruit extract, aloe vera.
That's the
vitamin E.
flavors it comes in?
No, that's what's in it.
Oh.
It doesn't come in flavors. What are you talking about?
Well, maybe it had different aroma or something.
No. All right. Well, hopefully we get you some relief for those cramps. They're not fun to have, and it's like living with a crabby person. You got a crabby leg. It's just not fun. So
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Very good. Good luck.